What's up, guys? DanBot here, playing some Gears of War 3, some Team Deathmatch on Cove. And today I got a pretty interesting topic, since I got a pretty long video here that I wanted to talk about. So, I want to talk about the idea of escapism. And escapism is defined as letting yourself loose, or like letting yourself go into like basically whatever you're doing. And this could either be like music, could be watching a movie, or I don't know, just playing video games. So yeah, so this idea started basically. I learned this idea of escapism when I took a music class last semester, which was really interesting, and I learned all about escapism in how it goes in music. But I actually wanted to talk about escapism in movies, because recently I watched The Hobbit: Desolation of Smaug for the second time, again with my dad, and it just made me feel that escapism. So when dealing with escapism when watching a movie, you go to the movie theater, you drive there, you buy your tickets, you go and sit down in your seats, you watch the previews, the advertisements, the trailers, all of that, and then you finally immerse yourself into watching the movie. So, when you're at a movie theater, all the lights start to dim, they start to all go off, and then you can see the movie title pop up, and you see your favorite characters in some world. But in this case, since I'm talking about The Hobbit: Desolation of Smaug, the world that you immerse yourself into is Middle Earth, right? So when you immerse yourself in watching a movie, it's like this kind of thing that I guess we as humans do quite often. I guess if you watch movies a lot, but when you watch a movie, like there's nothing else exists between yourself and the characters in the movie, especially the world. So, like in The Hobbit: Desolation of Smaug, basically the plot is 13 dwarves, a wizard, and a hobbit, a halfling, whatever you want to call them, are on this quest to Erebor, where where the dwarves are trying to regain their homeland because it was stolen by the dragon Smaug, basically. And so you follow them onto this journey, which takes, well, in the Desolation of Smog, it was a 2 hour 40-minute movie. It's pretty lengthy, but it's something that I really enjoy. I love watching Hobbit movies. I love the Lord of the Ring movies, and yeah, I think it's a really cool story and really cool world that you just venture towards with the characters. And of course, when you watch the movie, all these things happen. There's these orcs, these monsters that are hunting them. There are elves, there are humans, there are men. There are all types of different races and different people that the company interacts with, and you get to see that. But it's just so crazy to think, like, when you watch a movie, you have completely like lost yourself into like what's going on around you. I mean, nothing in your real life really exists anymore. Like, you not when you're watching a movie, you don't think about paying for bills, or think about school or work, or just whatever's going on in your life, whatever problems or troubles that you don't want to think of, because that's what the movie does. It distracts you, and it makes you think that you're in their world now. You're not in your own world. You're in the movie's world now. And that's what, of course, movies does. And there's so many different sequences and events or scenes in a movie, that make you laugh, that can make you cry, that can make you happy, like all these different emotions, basically, right? And it's just crazy to think that by watching a 2 hour movie, that all these things that were going on in your head that you were thinking about is just completely gone once you watch a movie. But of course, after the movie, then you think to yourself, oh, it's over, and then you keep thinking about what just happened in the movie, and you still keep thinking about it, so you get back home. Then you realize, oh, you're back to reality now. Now you gotta think about all these things again. and stuff like that. So yeah, with movies in that aspect, that's the idea of escapism. You just you just lost yourself into the movie story. Well, since I basically still got plenty of time to talk, so I guess I'll keep going about this idea of escapism when it comes with, I guess, with video games. I want to talk about, I guess. And yeah, I'll admit, I play video games as an escapism because, you know, sometimes I have plenty of time to, I guess, to waste, I guess, so that's why I play video games, like, at night, because I like to enter myself into the, you know, the world of video games, whatever game I'm playing, whether it be Call of Duty, whether it be Gears of War or Battlefield, or, you know, just whatever game you're playing. I mean, that is right there is just an example of escapism. Like, we don't want to think about all these other things in our lives, all these other problems and troubles, because we just want to sit down, relax, and play some games, you know? We just want to, you know, just kill people or, you know, go on a quest or whatever, I don't know, whatever game you're playing. Like I'm playing here, you know, I'm just on a quest to kill as many people as I can and win the game for my team because that's what I do. I like to play to win. And yeah, so with that, I guess that's really covers with gaming as a whole. I mean, gaming is an outlet for, I guess, many of us to venture into these worlds. It's just something that, as gamers, whether you be a casual, hardcore gamer, it's just something that we do and something that we like to do in our spare time. Especially now that I'm in winter break, I have plenty of time to, you know, play, and that's why I'm making so many videos because I have so much time on my hands. You know, I don't have to worry about don't have to worry about school for right now since I'm on break, but which is a good thing. But yeah, and yeah, I know I just got wrecked right there. But anyways, I guess the last part I want to talk about for this idea of escapism is with music, and this is where really the idea of escapism dates back to like early 1900s because how long music has been around. And then when we talk about music, it's such a general topic because there's so many different types of music, such as blues, there's rock and roll, there's rhythm and blues, there's, you know, hip hop and rap and house and techno. I mean, there's so many different kinds of genres of music that it goes on and it keeps going and going. I mean, if you go to, like, let's say the disco era, you know, around the 70s, 80s, like that, I mean, people would go to these disco dances, whatever you want to call them, at, like, you know, late at night, 10, 11, 12 at night till like 6 in the morning or 12 the following day. Like, it was insane. Like, people did not care, like, how long they wanted. They just wanted to go to these events, to these clubs, whatever, and just dance for hours upon hours upon end. I mean, the um, the idea of escapism with music, it was just something that everyone was able to connect to, you know. Like, once they heard that song, once they heard their song come on, they're like, yes, this is my song, and then they're completely beside themselves. They don't even think about what's going on. They just move to the music, right? You know, like when you're at a club and this song comes on, and you know the beat is about to drop. You're just waiting for it, waiting for it, waiting for it, and then the beat drops, and you just go crazy. You're shaking your head and body and going crazy and stuff. I mean, it's just like that. Even today, it's still happening today. With the idea of escapism. I mean, you can go to like a bar, a club, whatever these days, and there'll be tons of people there. You know, because the idea of escapism just keeps continuing to happen. I mean, it's just nuts. I mean, how it's been happening. I mean, even with the disco era, it's been happening even before that. Even with the rhythm and blues era, you know, and I can mention a whole bunch of artists, you know, but it's just music is just that escape. I mean, in terms for myself, I listen to music basically like every day. At least has to be every day, especially when I'm at school, you know, and I'm on my way to class or on my way home. I'll be listening to music. I have my headphones on my earphones or earpods, whatever you want to call them. I'll have that shit on and I'll be blasting that in my ears, you know, playing some Eminem, playing some, I don't know, whatever I'm listening to. Mostly Eminem these days. I don't know why, I've just been feeling that. But yeah, I just listen to him and I just blare out and nothing else exists. It's like when I put the music or when I play my music, wear my headphones, it's like my life has become like a music video, you know? Nothing else matters anymore except myself and the music. The music just has lost me into it, you know. It's like I've entered into the world. It's like I can feel every lyric, every beat. I understand it. It's like a language, another language that it's so hard to explain because there's so many ways to describe it. Sometimes it's even so hard to describe it. It's just how music is. And that's just how escapism is. And it goes even beyond that. Not just with music, movies, and video games. There's so much more that escapism does. It could be just simple things like reading a book. Like when I was elementary school, I used to read the Harry Potter books all the time. I was crazy for Harry Potter when I was young because I was so into the stories and so interested in what was going on in the world. I just lost myself. I would read for hours and upon hours a day. You know, like you could probably relate to a book or something like that that you just love to read and that you just love to get inside yourself. But I think this game is basically wrapped up, and I'm sorry for this part. Again, my capture card kind of messed up, and I just blame my laptop because it basically sucks. But yeah, I'd like to thank you all guys for watching, and I hope you found this video interesting about escapism, and maybe I'll do another commentary like this again. So I'd like to thank you guys all for watching, and I will see you guys later. Peace, guys.